Okay, welcome to Algebra 2, Semester 2, Unit 12, Section 7.3 continued. I'm sorry that last tape ran out, and I'm still not sure how to edit them together, so we're just going to continue it. Just a review of what I was covering at the beginning of that is natural E is a number. It's an irrational number, kind of like pi. It's interest upon interest, basically, is how to explain it. Please go to the video that I have saved in your Unit 12 that is not by me. I believe it's like Bionic Turtle. He explains it really well. So anyway, a natural E exponential growth would be y equals e to the x, and it looks a lot like our exponential growth because it's just a slightly different number in there that's being raised to the power. And then a decay, just like our decay, it just continues to decline by that factor. Here we have an exponential growth. We know that it's a growth because the exponent is in the positives. Now the 3 does stretch it up to the 0, 3, so you can see that it crosses through there. You can actually graph this on the graphing calculator. I can show you how when you come into class, and then you can see how to do that. We could also do it by hand, but it would be pretty tedious and a lot of math, so I can show you either way. This is a decline. We still have shifts, just like you've had in transformations. This is up 1, and this is to the right 2. So we go to the right 2, and normally we're up 1. So instead of going up 1, we go up another 1 to adjust for that up 1. Now this is a decline because it's got a negative value in the exponent, so we see a decay rather than a decline. Okay, now on to the next page that it cut me off on that I wanted to show you. This is a very, very handy formula. This is for continuously compounded interest. The other day we worked out compounded daily, compounded quarterly, and you were seeing there just wasn't a lot of money to be made in that. But this, I call it the APERT. A equals PE and then to the RT. The A is the amount in the account after all the years. P is the initial amount. R is your interest rate in decimal, and T is the number of years. So a little bit easier formula than what you were using in the last session with the quarterly and the daily compounded. So when you do these problems, I want you to underline what I'm giving you and label it. So you deposit $4,000, that would be your P, in an account with 6% annual interest. So that would be 0.06 as a decimal, and that's your R. Find the balance after 1 year, that's your T, and then obviously E is a natural log, so that it's an actual value when you put it in the calculator. I do want you to fill in the formula you're using, just to let people know. You get a point for grabbing the right formula. And then we're looking for the amount. In the account, we have 4,000. That's our P. E we put in there. It's raised to the 0.06 times 1. Now, even though times 1 doesn't change that 0.06, you still need to show that it's in there. And when we put it into the calculator, please come to class and do that. I want you to find the actual amount on the calculator. And from what I've heard from you guys, not too many of you have calculators at home other than on your phone. If you have it on your phone, then please feel free to do this. However, you need to make sure and probably put that in parentheses first. Would be my guess. We'll play with it and see how your calculator enters it. So come to class and enter it on the calculator here, or if you have one at home, feel free to enter it and just come in and check with me. Again, we do our A equals PER RT. A equals, now we need to go up and we need to signify what our P is. Our P is 2500. Our R would be 0.05, change it back into a decimal. And our T is 2 years. So P is 2500, E 0.05 times 2. Okay. Also make sure that you're writing these as exponents. If they look like they're brought down into the equation to be multiplied, you won't be getting them correct. Next one. We have a principal of 2,500 again. And we have the annual interest rate of 0.05, which is our R. But this time we changed the T to 5 years. So we have PERT equals our A. And A equals the 2,500 e to the 0.05 times 5. Okay. That's the end of that session. I'll see you in class tomorrow.